Alright everyone, how you doing? I'm Lee. Welcome back to the channel. Now, this video is going to be a sort of discussion of how my first short film, which is getting filmed in less than a month, came about. So it's like from brain to page, sort of. I've seen Emma Black redo this kind of video with one of her songs before, so I thought, why not do one for my short film? Anyway, so I would say I got the idea about 2013. I just started Gated College in September 2013 when I was 17. Each year I get older, it's a bit harder to say that with a straight face and not think I'm getting old. So yeah, started college 2013 and made the friends there. I don't know if it was a month in or so, but it was about Octoberish. Somebody had the idea to create like a web series, and I thought, why not? Acting work, do it ourselves. And so originally it was my friend Louise who had the idea. It was going to be split into 2 episodes. Her story would be 2 episodes, and her story was, it was like a fire at a school, and this girl would die but then come back to life, and it's been that long. You know, it's been nearly 10 years. 8 years it's been. And it was just, she's a big fan of anime in Japan and all that, so it was roughly like something like that. And we had like everything planned out. I cast it, I was going to be a demon. Ooh. Oh, I was looking forward to doing that as well. No, I was going to be a man who was possessed. That's it. I was going to be a possessed man. I was looking forward to that. And I mean, it was good. We created a production page on Facebook. We entered this Metro Radio Arena, like kind of like competition for £1,000, and nothing came of it, sadly. But I think what the idea was, we were all gonna like make ideas to turn into like episodes. In my friend Jess, she already had like her kind of idea planned out. I think the video is still on YouTube. I think Psychic Spirit Productions, if you look on YouTube, it should be there, and you get to see 17-year-old me talk about, God, that video was a mess. But I mean, it was a mess in the sense of I didn't know what I was saying. They just literally, Lee says something, I was like, God. And I can't remember the basis of when the idea popped in my head, but I remember one night sitting down with a notebook and just writing down like sort of like basis of what would be Dark Forest. And I think the original idea for mine was, it was about these people who go into the woods, find coffins, unleash vampires, would have to fight the vampires. I had 2 to 4 vampires, and I was ready to turn that into a script, because I helped with the script for the first story. Even though it didn't get filmed or anything, we went to Newcastle for props and everything. Sadly, nothing came of it. We were naive 17 to 19-year-olds who had no idea how to run or do any production-wise, anything like that. And honestly, it's a shame. I think if we asked our tutor, Paul, who was our main lecturer, if we'd asked him, how do we do this, how do we do that, how do we do this, even if we, went to the, what do you call them, I can't remember what we're studying, the film production, that's it. Hit my finger off the table. The film production students, even if we asked them, we need some help with a project we've got going on, they would have been helpful. But we didn't think of that, did we? And slowly, after a while, we forgot about it. Time went on. That notebook got put in a pile of other books, and I forgot about it. Completely forgot about it. Fast forward from 2013 to 2017. Was it 2017? Yes, 2017. Now in 2017, I started getting interested in writing, script writing, more precise. Because I've always kind of wanted to be involved that in, but I never really did anything. But yeah, I got stuck into script writing. It was before, I've got a film coming out that I'm in called Star Warrior. It's a feature film. If anything gets, any news, I'll put it on here, but it was about a few weeks before I did that, so August 2017 is when I started writing. And now it was going to be a horror. Well, obviously it's a horror. And it was about these group of, basically I took some ideas from when I was at a party, at a house party, and it was about these people at a house party. They play this game where they talk to a spirit and all that, and they break the rules, and a demon hunts them down, and it's them having to try to find a way to get rid of the demon. And I started writing two versions. I wrote a short film version, and I started writing a feature film version. And I was writing for about a few months, because I didn't really know how to do that, and because turns out, first time I was writing it, too long, too much law, I would say. And then for the short film idea, I was like, it's going to run about half hour. No respected film festival would take a half hour short film. And granted, I'm a bit of I'm a believer in ghosts and everything, and I definitely think they didn't want me to write that because I got some bad luck. And I remember thinking in January 2018, I was like, what am I going to do? And then I discovered The Notebook when I was packing up. And I was like, ooh, vampire. And that's when it clicked. And I wrote the first draft of what would be Dark Forest, lying on my city, over a period of a week, back in January 2018. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. I wrote the first draft, and I stupidly entered the first draft into some competitions on Film Freeway. Obviously, never do that. Always edit. There's always room for improvement. Because at the moment, I think Dark Forest is on its, fifth draft, I would say. Dark Forest is on its fifth draft, even though I do not have it written down on the script. And I didn't really do anything after that. I wrote a few short films. I got about, I think about 4 short film scripts that I've yet to send anybody, and I'm currently writing the 5th one. And I've also got ideas for feature length ideas, and I really want to write my first feature screenplay, so I'm going to finish writing the short film I'm doing now, and then I'm going to focus on a feature one. So, good luck. And anyway, back to the story. I didn't really do anything with the script until I kept writing like a little bit every day, and I kept like getting ideas, writing ideas down. 2018 was a bad year for me. I just want to put that out. 2018 is a year which I want to forget. Like, honestly, I don't have any fond memories of it. I think back to 2018, I just think, you know, getting up early, having no money, living hand to mouth, having to sell all my possessions that I owned, all my DVDs, my Xboxes, TVs, selling guitars that I owned. Yeah, bad year. And that's what I was saying before. I'm a bit thingy, like it was writing about a demon done this to me, but no. It's superstitious, it's superstitious, and I think like that. I do believe we make our own energy and all that, so I just think, you know, it was bad luck. But anyway, I want to get that made. The Summoning, I called it. So after I'm done with this one, I think Summoning I'm going to leave for a bit. Anyway, back to the story. I just didn't do anything 2018. Nothing at all. And then I don't really think I reached out to anybody. I did. I emailed Crypt TV, the YouTube channel and production company, and I was like, hey, I've got a script here, I can change details to make it American. Didn't hear back from them, obviously. They never send scripts like that unsolicited unless the production company says they are open to that. Anyway, fast forward to November 2019, and I found out a friend of mine who I'd worked with previously as an actor and I'd starred in one of his short films, had a new production company, and they had just started looking for people to join, and they had just went in a pre-production on their first short film. And I can't remember exactly how, but I think I commented on one of his posts on the company Facebook page, and I was like, oh yeah, and the 2 short films that I've got, scripts, I've been keeping busy writing. And he said, well, can you send us them? A bit hard at that time because my phone was messed up. This is a different phone I had. I got this one December 2019, so November 2018, obviously my phone was knackered. I didn't have a laptop, didn't have a computer. So I was like, how do I access Celtics? And how do I send, the scripts? I managed to do it on my Xbox somehow, and I managed to send them. And the middle of December, he said to us, I've read one, and I really like it. It's the vampire one. I went, Dark Forest, yeah, awesome. And then he said to us, with your permission, I'd like to make that my next short film. And I was like, are you joking? What? I could not stop smiling because I was going to get a script made. I couldn't believe it. I was over the moon. And so, given permission, a week or so later, I announced on his company that, we've got our second short film already waiting. When we get finished with the first one, I was so happy. So happy, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't stop smiling for a week. That was a good Christmas at 2019. And then January 2020, in February 2020, he was continuing with that short film that was his first one, doing reshoots and everything. March 2020, well, no, February 2020, I went to Newcastle Film Club, and I was going to put Dark Forest for their script showcase, but I did my other one called The Accomplice, which is a short crime thriller. And hey, they give us feedback on it, and I learned a lot from it. And that's why Accomplice is on its like third draft. And I'm waiting till like lockdown ends and COVID hopefully goes away to reach out to hopefully another company that will be able to make the film, and obviously give me time to raise some funds to pay the actors, because there's only 3 actors. So anyway, he casts the film, and it was fully cast. No, it wasn't. It was, he would put out auditions, and he got a lot of responses back for people who wanted to audition. And then he said to us, can you write extra characters in? Because we've got a lot of people, I don't want to turn a lot of them down. So I was like, okay, what can I do? And then you'll see in the film that I added the man, the woman, and the kid. That idea, the original idea for the man, woman, and the kid was going to be like the kid with a mum and a granddad. That idea is scrapped. It's 100% better, and I'll get onto that later. I did a few like rewrites for him, saying, can you add this here? Can you maybe add extra characters? He changed the ending to the ending I like. Although that got changed again, the ending I'll go completely later. Like I said, later. And then cast it. Had one kind of big British name. Well, I say a big British name. She had just been in a McDonald's advert the previous December 2019, and she's actually now working on her first feature film that she's writer and starring in, and I think she's the main actress as well. The director as well. Georgia Conlon. Go have a look at her. In Charlotte is the name of the film. Then COVID hit, and everything got put, on the backbenchers. And then June 2020, he set up a GoFundMe, and I did a video, and that was up a few days. I think it was like 4 or 5 days. The GoFundMe was up, and then this very start of July, not going to name any names. I'm just going to say some allegations came out. Serious allegations. And he left the northeast and went back to his hometown down south. Obviously, Dark Forest wasn't getting made. It wasn't getting made anymore. It was... And I was, upset to say, like, that'd be so close to filming something and then have it taken away. I was upset. And I remember getting messages from a few of the actors who got cast in it and were like, what's happening? And I had to explain to them, it's not happening. And then this was like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I remember just going through YouTube, and Dead Real Films popped up, and I was like, hang on, that's Henry, that's Wayne. I was like, have they got a new production company? Because they had one called Easy as Pie Productions, and the one they've got now is Dead Real Films, the company I'm working with. And I think it was late July. I was like, okay, I need to stop sitting around feeling sorry for myself. Yes, Dark Forest isn't getting made. I've got a script there. I've got some people who say they still want to be in the film. I need to reach out to Dead Real Films, because I knew that was what they do. They do horror, and I knew the people who were doing it, who like are behind it. And I was like, okay, just reach out to them. So I sent an email to the main email that's on their website, and I got email back saying, hi Lee, can you please email different person. Took about 3 or 4 different, sending the script, to when I got Wayne, who is one of the executive producers, and if you go on IMDb, he is also script supervisor or script consultant. And he said he likes it, but some things can be changed, and he made us go and watch, oh damn, what's the name of it? I'm looking for it up there. Salem's Lot. Because I'd read the book, and he said watch the film. And because the vampires, and we got the idea from Salem's Lot. So what changed with that was the metal detector man was now a watcher, in the style of Salem's Lot, the guy who protects him. The man, woman, and kid are not a family. They're a man and a woman who've kidnapped her. I'm not giving away details, I'm not giving away what happens, just saying. That's that. And I think it was a few drafts later, about 2 drafts later, the ending changed. Instead of, there's the black ending, it's I'm not going to spoil it, I'm just going to say it. Okay, I'm not going to spoil it. Watch the film when it comes out. And so I was happy. I was over the moon. He said, do you have any locations? I said, so and so. He said, we'll handle it. Had a few Zoom calls about it. It was officially a Dead Real film. Film. And I was happy just being a writer. But during one Zoom call, he said, Lee, you wrote it. You have the vision. You're the director. I was like, I'm the what now? I'm the director. And that's how I ended up directing it. And so then I discussed funding. We came up with a goal, me, Wayne and Hank, of £1,000. We did the Indiegogo. They helped me, because I was only doing a little paragraph. He says, no, you need to go into detail what this means to you, the journey you've had so far, how excited you are. So did that. We raised the money and a little bit more. Ecstatic. When we went to the casting, a few of them who were in the original film are still in the film. That's what I love. I think there's 2 actors who were originally cast when it was with the old production company, who are still in it. And there's a table read on the 3rd of June, and on the 12th and 13th we're filming. I've been waiting to film it since December 2019, and it's happening. It's actually happening in less than a month. I'm so excited, man. That's the journey of Dark Forest. It's a 24-minute, nearly 25-minute video, but I can gab all day long. Wow. So anyway guys, I hope you're well. I'm Lee. Have a nice day.